Let's do one more word with Amanda Blackhorse. She is the lead plaintiff in Blackhorse et al. Versus Pro Football Inc. This is all about the Washington Redskins name and her efforts to get it changed. I'm going to ask our control room to put up a cover of a recent issue of Elle magazine in which the popular and well-known Pharrell is on the cover wearing an Indian headdress. And I wonder what's your view of that?
I think that that incident is a great example of the way that the general population and popular culture feels about Native American people. They really are misguided, and they don't have the right education about who we really are. If they did, I don't think that he would have done such a thing. I believe that people think sometimes that, the headdress and certain Native American, so-called Native American imagery is trendy. It's cool. But what people don't realize is that is our culture. The headdress is a very, very sacred thing. I read an article recently of a woman named Jacqueline Keeler who talked about the headdress and its importance and how sacred it is within the Dakota people. And so for someone to go around and put on a headdress and misappropriate our culture, it's not okay. I would never do that as a Navajo woman. I would never go out there to put on a headdress because I know it is very disrespectful to do such a thing. It's like disrespecting another person's religion. It's not okay. But I will say that I was very happy to hear that Pharrell immediately apologized, and I want to commend him for doing that because, we need, as people, we need to be more upfront about when we are wrong, and we need to apologize and do what is right. Because when you offend someone, we need to come down and say, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean any harm. If that's what your intentions were, I didn't mean to harm you, and apologize, and we can talk about it and we can educate other people about it. But if you are someone like Mr. Snyder, Dan Snyder, who says, oh, no, I'm not trying to offend you, but what I feel and what I believe about your culture is more important than what you think about your own culture, then I can call you a racist. I don't think that Pharrell is racist. I think he did it out of, he was misguided. And the fact that he apologized says something great about him. But if you refuse to apologize and refuse to understand and hear Native American people's voice, I believe that you are a racist because you are essentially saying my viewpoints are more important than yours, and that's not okay.
Amanda, I've got about 30 seconds left of satellite time to go, so let me try one more issue, and that is, there was this Lone Ranger movie that came out a couple of years ago in which Johnny Depp played the role of Tonto. How'd you feel about that?
That was a horrible, horrible depiction of an Apache person. It was terrible. I was so offended by that. I have a friend, his name is Doug Miles. He's an Apache person, and he's also an artist. We've seen that movie together, and he was very offended by it. And again, I think that's another great example of what people feel about Native American people and their viewpoints about who we are. Very misguided and incorrect.
Amanda, thanks so much for spending some time with us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Support Ontario's public television. Donate at tvo.org.